Hey, my name is Matt. I'm watching Naruto. I should have been in for the first time. Here are my thoughts on episodes 126 to 130. 126. In this one, Jiraiya is talking to Tsunade. He found the leader of the Akatsuki. And then back with the Hebi, tell that somebody's coming to find them. Kebi from the Hidden Leaf is tracking Sasuke's scent. So the Hebi cuts up his shirt and spreads it in different places so that they aren't able to track them as easily. It's revealed that Jiraiya was initially supposed to be the Hokage. Now he's gonna head into the belly of the beast where the Akatsuki are located. Comparing Naruto to Minato, the fourth Hokage. He talks about Naruto's mother, Kushina Uzumaki. It's really striking how you can tell that Jiraiya and Tsunade have just been friends forever. As he's leaving, Jiraiya tells Tsunade, beware of the foundation. I don't know what the foundation is. 127. 127 and 128 are Jiraiya backstory. Jiraiya didn't really care about his lessons until he learned about the summoning jutsu, and then he was able to really focus. He tries out the summoning jutsu and is sent to the land of toads, where he hears about a prophecy about a human child. Jiraiya ended up splitting his time between humans and toads, learning jutsu and training to become a sage. The prophecy talks about how Jiraiya's apprentice is going to bring about great change in the world, either great stability or great destruction. So Jiraiya is looking for an apprentice. It's very apparent how there's so much destruction and war going on. All of the different villages seem to be just decimated. As long as we live in this world of the shinobi, there can be no peace, which I think has some validity because instead of focusing on conflict prevention, they're just trying to jump in before it's too late. There are whole businesses that depend on the conflict continuing. 128. Jiraiya still hasn't found his destiny, which is crazy because we as the audience know that his destiny is that Naruto is going to find him. He meets these 3 kids. He teaches them jutsu so that they're able to defend themselves. One of the kids has something called the Rinnegan, which is one of the 3 great visual jutsus. It's called the original jutsu. Eyes have like a purple spiral in them so that this jutsu reappears whenever the world becomes corrupt. So I think in modern days it's probably going to come back. Jiraiya stayed with them and trained them for 3 years. The 3rd great ninja war is continuing. Orochimaru thought that the war would never end. He thought it was pointless to fight against it. Said that hate breeds more hate. I need to learn more about the 3rd great war. I don't know enough about it. Jiraiya is told that the 3 children that he mentored had died, and then Jiraiya heads out to go find the apprentice who's going to change the world. Minato was seen reading Jiraiya's book and he really enjoyed it, and him and his wife decided they were going to name their child after the main character Naruto. So now we kind of have this family tree. Jiraiya trained Minato, Minato trained Kakashi, Kakashi trained Naruto. You can see history continues to repeat itself. 129. Back in present day, Jiraiya is infiltrating the Akatsuki. They keep talking about Lord Hanzo of the Salamander. He's the person who told Jiraiya, Orochimaru, and Tsunade that they were the 3 legendary seinen. There's a couple of people going into a bar. Jiraiya, pretending to be the bartender, attacks them. Here we get a little bit of information about Lord Pain, who is basically revered as a god here. Lord Pain defeated Hanzo, but no one really knows how, and no one really understands his motive. 130. Jiraiya is releasing the scroll's seal. I feel like I'm supposed to know about this scroll, so maybe I need to go back and figure out what it is. The toad with the scroll talks about how they keep the key to the 4th Hokage's seal, which seals the fox chakra inside of Naruto in case they ever have to reseal it, and that it's meant to be given to Naruto one day. So this seal is keeping the fox chakra inside of Naruto. The chakra is divided into yin and yang, and the yang part, I think, is stuck inside of Naruto. I think the seal is gonna break and the fox is gonna completely take over Naruto. Minato, Naruto's dad, was a very smart, logical person who likes to plan ahead. He must have had a reason to give Naruto the fox chakra. Could just be for the power of it, but that seems too easy. And then it's implied that the fox chakra was summoned. Initially they said that it only appears when humanity is steeped in evil, but later they talk about how Madara Uchiha could have summoned it. They seem to have a lot of expectations for themselves and for each other. Spirits being tied to human morality along with the jutsu like the Rinnegan. Really interesting. It implies this balance in the world. I feel like during this series it's gonna have to come to a head. Okay, I need to know more about Madara Uchiha. Minato lost his life battling the 9 tails and sealing it inside of Naruto. That was to end the endless war that Orochimaru had been talking about earlier. I think the Uchiha clan is a much bigger piece of this puzzle than I thought. First Hokage defeated Madara, so we know Madara is very old. Jiraiya is at the Akatsuki, and he's talking to this girl Konin who does origami. She's one of the people that he trained all those years ago. Others were named Nagato and Yahiko. Yahiko died, but Nagato, I believe, is Lord Pain. Even though Jiraiya saved them, they all embraced Orochimaru's ideology that war is inevitable. They have this idea based on, I think, a quote that Jiraiya told them. Pain causes humans to grow up. Nagato is basically trying to give the world enough pain that everybody grows up and matures, finally decides on their own to end the war. He wants to teach the world pain to make it grow up. Such a crazy motive. He thinks of himself as like a god. He feels like it's his responsibility to give humans these trials in order for them to grow. It's such an ego trip. So many people believe him. Can understand why people would agree with his ideology. Nobody should have all that power. There's so much to think about. I'm really excited to see what happens next.